everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. Today we are going to be going over our financial goals for 2023 as well as our net worth as of May 31st, 2023. So this is our May update. So let's go ahead and get started with our financial goals. So again, this is as of May 31st. If you guys follow me on my Debt Free Friday videos, you will recognize this number right here. But I actually had a couple of other things happen this month, so I did want to talk about those quickly in this video. The first thing is our car fund. We actually finished that in April, and we actually just purchased a car. If you guys watched my Debt Free Friday on Friday, I talked a little bit about this, but we did finally purchase a second car. If you guys want more details on that, go check out my Instagram. I did a whole post about it and showed a picture of the car and everything. So go check out my Instagram. I won't talk too much about it here, but I did just want to let you guys know that we did utilize this car fund, and we actually did not use the whole $10,000. We only used about $5,000 and then a little bit more for the registration, the plates, and all that kind of stuff, and the insurance. So we do have quite a sizable chunk still left in here, but I'm actually going to leave it in the car maintenance fund because obviously with two cars now, we're going to have more expenses. And so I wanted to have those extra $1,000, a few $1,000 in there as a buffer. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that. We did not end up necessarily needing the whole $10,000 for the car itself, but we are just going to leave whatever is left in our car maintenance fund, in our sinking fund, just in case we need to do some maintenance on the cars or get new tires or anything in the future. So for May, our focus was my husband's Roth IRA. So that is our current goal that we're working towards right now. We are working on fully funding his 2023 Roth IRA. The maximum amount for this is $6,500. So for the month of May, we were able to put $1,390 towards this goal, and that brings us to a total of $2,995 for the year so far. And our goal is $6,500, which leaves us with about $3,500 remaining, and that's 46% to our goal. We are still working on this every single week, so if you guys are caught up on my Debt Free Fridays, we're a little bit ahead of this now that we're into June. And the other two things that happened this month I did quickly want to talk about. So we have some other goals this year that we want to accomplish. So that would be putting extra principal on our mortgage. We also want to hopefully max out my Roth IRA as well. And then we're also kind of just sporadically working on some college savings for our 3 kids. So we do have 3 kids. They are almost 9, almost 4, and 1.5. So that is something we're keeping in the back of our mind. So for this month, we were able to put $200 into our savings account for the extra mortgage principal. So what we've decided to do is actually put this money in our high yield savings account for now. And then at the end of the year, whatever we have in here, we will make a lump sum payment. And I will share more about that in the Debt Free Friday videos later on this year when we're more focused on this goal, hopefully. But for now, we are putting $200 in here. So where did this money come from? This did not come from a regular budget or from Debt Free Fridays or anything like that. This money actually came from the interest that we gained on our high yield savings account for the prior month. So we've usually just been putting this into our emergency fund and just letting that grow. But we've actually decided to start to put that in our savings account for our extra mortgage principal, just to give us a little bit of an extra boost on this goal, because it is a very large goal. And so I don't know if we're even going to achieve it or anything, but I figured if we can get an extra $150 to $200 a month from that interest, that we could start to put that in there now so that we're working on this goal, but we're not taking money from our regular budget yet to work on it. So hopefully that makes sense. So this money is actually in our savings still. It didn't move or anything. We have one high yield savings account where we have all of our savings. So we have our emergency fund and all of our sinking funds. Any money that is in savings that's not in our regular checking account is in that one account. So right now it is earning a really good amount of interest. I think our interest rate on our savings account right now is 4.85. So it is earning quite a bit of interest. So that $200 went into this savings account to be set aside for the extra mortgage principal payments that we'll hopefully make at the end of the year. So that's the plan for that. And then we also put $75 in our kids' college funds. So we actually had received a medical refund. We had overpaid a bill. I don't even know when it was from, but we got a refund check. And I don't know. I kind of just felt like I wanted to do this with that. We could have just put it in our regular budget and counted it as a windfall for our Debt Free Friday or put it towards something else. But I'm kind of trying to take any like little extra things that we get and put it towards our kids' college funds. I'm trying to kind of evenly allocate things so that we're kind of working on all these goals at once. So that was where that came from. So the $200 and the $75 you will not see coming from like our regular budget, but those were things that happened this month that counted towards these goals. So I did want to talk about them in this video because I do count them as progress towards our goals, which leaves us at $1,590 for the month of May. So I did post a budget recap for May a few days ago. I think it was Tuesday. I think it was last Tuesday that I posted that video. So if you guys want to check that out, go on my channel, and it's a few videos back from this one. But I did post a May budget closeout, so you'll be able to see the money that we had. But we did not have as much as we normally do in our budget because we did have some extra expenses and we kind of went over budget. So if you're interested in that, go check out that May budget closeout. But we were able to put about $1,500 towards these goals. And as you can see here, for our extra mortgage principal, we are 1% of the way there. So, obviously this isn't like making huge progress yet. And then we've put $275 into our kids' college funds. So total for the year so far, we have put $13,470 towards financial goals. Our goal is about $38,000. And that leaves us with about $24,000 remaining, and we are at 35% towards all these goals. Now, I think we're about 41% through the year, or 46, 41? I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's 41. So we are a little bit behind, but we do also have a 3 paycheck month coming up in September. And then I also typically receive an end of year bonus. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that or how much it's going to be, but I'm hoping that that would help us. Both the September extra paycheck and the hopeful bonus at the end of the year will hopefully be able to help us get back on track with this. And again, this is definitely like a stretch goal. So we are including my Roth IRA being maxed out as well. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that or not, but it is a stretch goal. So we'll see. Next up, let's move down to net worth. So this is as of May 31st. So home value, we are leaving this at $500,000 for probably the rest of the year. We will reevaluate this later in the year. And then we also have our HSA, which is our health savings account. So this is currently at $7,200. We have not really had to touch this year because we haven't had any medical expenses. Very grateful for that, but we haven't really had to touch this. So that's about $7,200. Although my son today, he actually has an orthodontist consult appointment this afternoon. So yeah. We might be touching this soon if he does end up having to get braces, because obviously we will be using this account to help us pay for that. So more to come on that, but we might be tapping into that soon. Retirement and savings, this is all of our accounts. So this is our Roth IRAs, our 401ks through our employer, our emergency fund, and all of our sinking funds, and basically any of the cash we have on hand and all of our savings. So this is like the bulk of our money, and that is at $238,000. Next up, we have our brokerage account. So I do have this account through M1 Finance, and we're currently at $2,900. We haven't really put anything in here this year. It's just been growing a little bit at a time just because of what we have in there. So it's just been growing a little bit at a time. And car value is $17,000. So as I mentioned, we did actually purchase a car about a week ago, but it was technically in June. So I am going to update this number for June a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be a ton because the car is not like really worth that much, but I will update this number a little bit for that. And then we're ending with assets at $765,100. Our only liability right now is our mortgage. So as of May 31st, it was at $364,000 even. And let's go ahead and scroll down to the net worth by month. So we are currently at $401,100. Woohoo! We are at the 400,000 milestone. So exciting. We've been really close the last couple months, and so I've been really hoping we were going to make it, and I'm so happy that we did. We just barely pushed over that 400,000. Now, obviously, the market could drop again, and we could go back under, but I'm hoping that we will stay over that $400,000 mark, and we did have an increase this month of $6,500, so that's awesome. So year to date, we have had a change of $36,650 of an increase positively in our net worth. And I also did update our tracker down here to show that we hit this $400,000 milestone in May of 2023. So I also added this in here. So this just shows how many months it took us in between these goals. So we are going, about a year-ish in between the goals. And so yeah, for $1 million, it's only a few years away if you look at it like that. I mean, obviously it might not be that easy, but if you kind of just think about a year per goal, per milestone, only a few years away. I'm going to think of it that way at least. I also did quickly want to mention, I do have this spreadsheet available for free for you guys. I always have the link in the bio and the pinned comment if you guys want to check this out. It is completely free. All you have to do is have a Google account to do it through Google Sheets, or you can also do it through Excel. And yeah, totally free. Just wanted to give it to you guys so that you could track your net worth and goals with me. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments down below, do you track your net worth and financial goals? And how is it going for 2023? I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you on Friday. Bye, guys.